Jamaica Society for the Blind's Tech Tips.
Welcome back to Tech Tips. Today on Tech Tips, we take a look at an app that all blind persons have been dreaming for. Cash Reader. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today we feature an app that is used to recognize currencies from different nations. But about a month ago, they have provided recognition for the Jamaican dollar. And because of this, we think we should introduce you to this Cash Reader. As per usual, we have a guest to take us through how the app works. Today's guest is Mr. Andre Fisher.
Hello and welcome to this tutorial I'll be doing here, showing you how to use the Cash Reader app. Now, Cash Reader is an app that can be used to recognize paper bills of different currencies around the world. And the Jamaican currency was recently added, so it can now recognize Jamaican dollars such as $50, $100, $500 and $1,000. Now, I have a full version here on my device. It is an Android device running Android 9.0. And I'm going to launch up the app now.
Cash Reader.
Alright, so let's explore.
Welcome to Cash Reader, the money reading mobile app for the blind and visually impaired. Cash Reader identifies banknote denominations for the largest number of currencies. Point your camera at the bill here. See or feel its value. To get started, please grant us access to your camera.
Alright, so it needs access to my camera, so I'm going to give it some access.
Grant access to camera button. Allow Cash Reader to take pictures and record video. Deny, but allow button.
Alright, so I've just given it some access there. And now I'm going to try and recognize some money, but first I need to set the currency.
Choose currency. Now please choose what currency will be identified by Cash Reader. If you need to sort between different currencies, you can always switch to a mode where multiple currencies are identified at the same time. Select US dollar now button.
Alright, so I can choose a different currency.
Let me select from the list button.
Alright, so the list appears and I can search for Jamaican dollars here.
Navigate up. Select search.
So I'm going to search for Jamaican dollars.
English, US, QWERTY keyboard shown. J, A, M, A, I.
I think that should be enough.
Jamaican dollar.
Double tap. So Jamaican dollar is selected.
Downloading data for Jamaican dollar.
And it's downloading the data for the Jamaican dollar. Note that you would need Wi-Fi or data for this process, but this is the only time that you will actually need Wi-Fi or data, because once you have downloaded the currency database or the currency information, you no longer need Wi-Fi. So you can use this app on the go wherever you are without Wi-Fi or data. So it is nice to use when you're probably in a taxi and you want to pay the driver, or you're in a shop and you want to pay the shopkeeper, or in the supermarket and you want to pay the cashier, etc., etc. So I believe it should be finished with downloading the data. Alright, so let us go through the app now.
Terms of agreement. We do our best to correctly identify all banknotes. Under specific circumstances, however, there may be some mistakes. By using this application, you acknowledge and agree that for any damage caused to your third parties by misrepresentation of any banknote, we relinquish all responsibility. Please also note that the application is unable to detect counterfeit banknotes.
Alright, very interesting. So it's not able to detect counterfeit notes. Alright, and they are just relinquishing responsibility if the app is indeed incorrect. But I can tell you straight up, for all the notes that I have recognized, it has not been incorrect once. Alright, so let me...
Terms of use button. I agree and I would like to start using the application button.
Indeed. Alright, so you hear beeping there. It means it's ready for me to recognize the currencies. So I have a few currencies here that I'm going to be recognizing. So I am now going to point my camera at the currency.
100.
So that's a $100 bill, and it said so, and it also vibrated twice. Alright, so let me get out another currency now. I'm putting the currency in front of my camera now.
500.
$500 right there. So it vibrated 3 times as well. Let me take out another currency, and I'm gonna put it in front of my camera now. See how quick it is?
50.
50, and it vibrated once. So this is a 50, this is a 100, and this is a 500. So it's great for recognizing and organizing your money. So let me try another one now. Let me take it out of my pocket. Alright, and let us recognize this one. I'm putting it in front of my camera now. So this one is taking a little while. Let me fold it. You have to try different 1000, and it vibrated 4 times there. So you have to use different techniques to actually get it done, but if you use your techniques, you should get it done. So I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm going to stop recognizing currencies. I'm going to go into the settings now.
Identifying Jamaican dollar.
So it's telling me that it's identifying Jamaican dollars, and I'm gonna swipe to the right.
Settings button.
So I'm gonna open the settings now. Double tap. Alright, let me just go to the settings here.
Navigate up button. Settings. Recognition disabled. Select the currency currently identifying Jamaican dollar.
So let's say you selected the US currency when you just started the app. You can actually go in here and select the right currency. Alright. Let me go in.
Navigate up. Select currency. Search. Choose which currency will be identified from the list below. Let us know if your currency is not on the list. Do you need to sort banknotes with different currencies? Use the button at the bottom of the screen to identify all available currencies at the same time.
Alright, so let me just navigate to that button.
New Zealand dollar.
Alright, so New Zealand dollar is the last one. Let's go down to where it says all currencies at once.
Select all currencies at once now. Select all currencies at once now. Last item. In this mode, Cash Reader compares your banknote with 608 banknotes of all currencies it can identify. Therefore, it is necessary to show as much of the banknote as possible to achieve the correct identification. Hold your phone in one hand and the banknote in the other hand. To be sure that your back camera is pointed at the banknote, place the hand in which you hold your phone on the wrist of the hand in which you hold the banknote. This approach is easy and creates an ideal distance for reliable identification.
So it's giving you some tips there as well. Alright, so I don't want to do that. I just wanted to recognize the Jamaican dollar only. So I'm going to back out of here.
Button.
Alright, let's continue.
Vibration settings.
Vibration settings. Let me go into the vibration settings now.
Navigate up. Vibration settings. Vibrate banknote value. The app can transform the identified value of a banknote into vibrations. The vibrations are always used when your phone is in silent mode. Because in silent mode, the app cannot speak the value aloud. Here, you can set it up so that the vibrations are also allowed in ring mode. Checked. Checkbox.
Alright, so it stated that the vibrations is necessary because when the app is in silent mode or when your phone is on silent, it will not speak the currencies out loud. Instead, it will vibrate. So really try to familiarize yourself with the vibrations.
Speed of vibrations, normal speed.
You can change the speed of the vibrations as well.
Haptic feedback, not supported on this device. Not checked. Checkbox, disabled.
Haptic feedback is not supported here because my phone cannot do that.
Play vibration patterns.
Alright, so we can test out the vibration patterns there. Alright, let's go into that now.
Navigate up. Play vibration patterns. Learn vibration patterns for each banknote of Jamaican dollar by playing them in the settings environment. Vibration pattern follows this general rule. 1 vibration for the lowest denomination, 2 vibrations for the second lowest denomination, and so on.
Alright, simple. So it's gonna show me the different vibration patterns for each note that it supports for the Jamaican dollar, each paper note at least. So let me just swipe around here.
50 Jamaican dollar.
So 50 Jamaican dollar is 1 vibration.
100 Jamaican dollar.
$100. 2 vibrations, 1 short and 1 long.
500 Jamaican dollar.
500 Jamaican dollar. 3 vibrations, 1 short, 1 long, and another 1 short.
1000 Jamaican dollar.
1000 Jamaican dollar. 4 vibrations, 1 short, 1 long, 1 short, and another 1 long.
5000 Jamaican dollar.
And 5000 Jamaican dollars. 5 vibrations, 1 short, 1 long, 1 short, 1 long, and another short one. Alright, so that's the vibration patterns for different currencies available in silent mode. And indeed, if you check it here. Alright, so let's go back again.
Button. Banknote announcement style, only denomination.
So you can choose the banknote announcement style, and currently it's set to only denomination. So it won't say, for example, 50 Jamaican dollars or 100 Jamaican dollars. It will just say 50 or 100 and so on. Alright, so you can actually change that.
Banknote announcement not selected. Denomination with currency.
Denomination with currency, which is basically 100 Jamaican dollars.
Selected. Only denomination.
Only denomination, so 100.
Cancel. Back. Button.
Let me go back.
Beep while identifying. If you are unaware of whether the app is active and currently identifying banknotes, enable the periodic beeping sound. Checked. Checkbox.
So you can enable this beeping sound, which was what you were hearing. It beeps every 5 seconds or so to show you that indeed it is recognizing currencies. Alright, so let me go swipe again.
Flashlight. Light from your device's flashlight improves the identification rate in the dark. It will switch off automatically when you leave the app. Checked. Checkbox.
Yes, so the flashlight, basically the auto flash, if you're in the dark, it will turn on the auto flash so that you can recognize your currencies in the dark. Truly an amazing app.
Toggle back and front camera. Use back camera.
So you can choose whether to use your back camera or your front camera to recognize currency. And by default, it's using the back camera. So you can choose whether it should use that camera or your selfie camera, which is your front camera. In most cases, the back cameras on devices are better than the front cameras, so you might want to leave it set to back camera.
Send us photo for inspection. You can enable a button to appear on the main screen to send us photo for inspection. Tap the button whenever you think the app is giving you incorrect results and we will check it. This will allow us to improve identification over time. Thank you. We will never share your photo with anyone and it will be deleted after inspection. Not checked. Checkbox.
So you can actually enable this to help cash reader to identify currencies correctly. So let's say you have a currency and you're sure that this should be a different denomination. You can actually press this button and have them inspected to make sure that they are recognizing the correct currency bill. But of course, as I said before, since I've used this app, it has been correct all the time because it makes sure to be thorough. So indeed.
Terms of use. Application version 2. Privacy policy. Rate cash reader. If you send email to Alex. If you have trouble using our app or if you have any ideas for improvements, just write us an email.
You can send an email to Alex and you can do other things as well.
Rate cash reader. If you're happy with the app, please rate us and write a review. For any issues, please write us an email and we will fix it for you.
And so on and so forth. So let me back out of here.
Back button.
And you hear the beeping again, which means it's ready to recognize once more.
It should be noted that the app performs the same way on the Android and iOS platforms. And although it's not free, we think it is worth paying for. All users can get a 14 days trial. However, Android users will have to enter their credit or debit card information so that they can be charged after the 14 days trial is up. iOS users can go straight into the 14 days trial. If you think you will need the app for a lifetime use, it is only $26 US. So go ahead, purchase the app and test it out and leave us a review in the section below.
Jamaica Society for the Blind's Tech Tips, empowering the blind and visually impaired through technology.
Want more of these weekly tech tips? Then subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments, like, and share.
This has been a production of the JSB Library.